Hello everybody, this is Sara Psychic Medium, and this is the Psychic Insight and Guidance for the week of the 16th to the 22nd of November 2020. Thank you to all of you for tuning in, and thank you for all of you for supporting this channel. If you haven't done so already and you really enjoy what you're hearing, then please do like, share and subscribe. Just hit that little alarm button on the side, and then you can be sure to get any updates or new uploads that come up. If you would like a private reading, also just go down to the website, check it out, www.saraperrypsychic.com, and there are lots and lots of new treats in store. I'm so excited because I'm going to be putting everything out this week. I'm going to be doing some visionary workshops up until Christmas to help people get ready for the new year and to lift the vibration and facilitating people into a better focus really and better structure. If this is something that you're interested in, then please do get in touch with me because I am able to do one-to-ones for this. So just comment below, I will send you or you can email me and I will send you all the information. There's also subscription offers there as well. Do take advantage of it. There has been a few issues with this subscription on very, very few occasions. If you're finding it hard to log in or start it, go in as a guest. Okay, I think that's the answer. Okay, so that may answer a few questions there. Anyway, they're 50% off if you want a monthly reading, the normal price. So what have we got this week? Well, we have now gone direct. I'm so excited. So excited. Finally, Mars has gone direct. And I haven't been sitting there just watching it. Sitting there watching the planets going, come on. But it has felt a bit like that. And last week, just before Mars went direct, I think everything would have probably, for a lot of you, slowed down even more. I did notice it in the theme of readings that I was doing, that people were feeling almost more sluggish before it made a turn. And yesterday, I'm doing this reading on Saturday the 14th. It actually went stationary, so it's starting to move forwards today on the 14th. So give it a little bit of time. You know, he needs a little bit of coffee to wake up and get going again. But the energy is returning, guys. And by mid-December, you're going to be like flying, okay? So keep that faith. That's what I want to urge everybody right now. It is so easy to kind of topple over. I was doing it myself yesterday, only yesterday. I went on one of those weird wobble trips again, like you all do. Even psychics do it, okay? We're all affected. Remember that. We're all in this together. We're all part of the same energy and we're all going on a similar journey, although we are still going on our own independent ones. Remember that. So it is our own learning that we need to be taking note of, and so important this week because I'm seeing there are very, very important signs that are going to show up everywhere. And Spirit is saying, do not be stubborn. Stop avoiding them, because it's like an annoying person playing knockdown ginger this week. It just keeps knocking and knocking. This is to do with flow, all right? So although you may be avoiding an issue, you may be approaching it in a less beneficial way. So you may be stressing about it. You may be putting too much effort in. So for instance, say you have a friend who is an energy drainer, right? And when you're feeling on a wobble, you tend to be drawn more towards this person because they're sharing a similar energy. And I'm not saying you're a drainer, but it's when you're feeling less positive, you're going to be drawn towards people that are less positive naturally, because they're more likely to want to get involved in your dilemma. Okay, they're going to want to breathe and immerse themselves in the negativity because that's where they feel comfortable. Okay, so be aware of where you go, where you tend to want to call people, because they're the people that they'll sit and moan with you. Someone who's really positive and somebody who gets it is probably going to tell you exactly what you should do, where you probably won't like it. You know, they'll speak the truth. So watch that. If you find yourself doing that, or you're trying too hard, you suddenly feel really guilty about something and you think, oh, I've got to overcompensate, I better buy this person a gift, I feel really awful, maybe I should have done more, and you get into that kind of energy. That's the sign to be in the flow, and something will happen to show you that. All right, so it could be the wobble is the sign, the trigger that happens, the wobble is the sign, that you become aware of where you are drawn to, you know, who you end up moving towards, or what the little habits that you fall into. These are signs, and it's all about flow, because the message is to trust. I'm laughing to myself because really I was so there yesterday and I knew it. That's the thing, I knew it, but I was in a paddy. I think as a psychic and an empath, I do pick up on other people as well. So a lot of the time it's not even my stuff. I'm not even sure about it. So you could be doing the same. If you're very, very open, you're very, you are a healer or a light worker or a reader, you might very well be picking up on other energies. So be very aware of that. And also, if you've just done some really important work, or some practice, let's say, remember I don't like the word work, on yourself, of grounding and releasing. When we go through a healing crisis, we feel worse before we feel better. Okay? And some of what is coming up, or some of the wobbles, could just be a regurgitation of what you've been releasing. So if you've been doing some really good practice, some meditation and some clearing, cleansing, you are likely to have that effect if there was a lot to come up. It's no different than going and having a detox. When you have a detox, it takes a little while for everything to come out of your body. So that's what's happening, all right? So stay in the flow. That's the most important message. Now, there's going to be an important crossroads this week. This is to do with value, all right? This is a very, very important one. Where are you? Where do you stand in your own value? What's important? What is your most important priority, and what will you gain most value out of? Because you're going to feel more motivated. You're going to be more clear-headed as well. All right, your thinking's going to be back on it, mentally on point. So you're going to be going a bit deeper. The energy is going to be going into a deeper place, so you'll be looking, probably doing more self-reflection. But I feel the answers are there. There could be some amazing inspiration this week, which will help you close a door that you've been wanting to do. I'm getting finality, closure, and resolution. And it's positive. It's a positive way of moving on. So maybe you've been wanting to move on from a relationship, maybe it's a partnership, maybe you've been just wanting to detach from something, you haven't known how to do it, and you haven't wanted to do it in a negative way or cause an issue. Because the energy's been very angry, the last thing you're going to want to do is approach somebody who's very defensive, and whatever you say, they may not get it, but you'll find some kind of inspirational way of solving something and moving forwards. Remember, closure is about progress as well, and this is about rebirth. And from this closure, this is where this crossroads will come. There's a lot of abundance this week. This seems like the taps are coming back on. Things are starting to flow again, especially around work issues. Something in writing, or maybe something you write, or something someone writes to you, could be very beneficial. Anybody that does writing for social media, it could be beneficial for your well-being and for other people. In fact, if you work in the health sector, anything in writing could be very effective. I'm seeing a lot of positivity and doors opening as well. And it's coming without a lot of effort. You may have been really trying hard to come up with ideas or solutions, or putting it out there, and people weren't really picking up on it, and then suddenly something is coming from it. There's a very intuitional feel this week where you know exactly when to put something out there, the timing. Now, this is really interesting. I've got 3 new beginnings, okay? So if you do have a journal or a notebook, write down anything this week that feels like a brand new fresh start, okay? Because it feels like there's 3 new beginnings. It could be that you hear about a new birth, it could be a new relationship, it could be a new job happening. That's 3 in itself. It could be that you just suddenly change a habit and you start a fresh diet, or some kind of health kick. It could be that you just open up a new savings account. It doesn't matter. It's a new beginning. It could just be you have a new idea in itself. So be very aware. This is definitely a breakthrough, and this is a very spiritually linked energy that's around. Okay, this is very, very important. Now, there could be a Cancer involved or a water sign that is linked to one of these new beginnings. Now, remember, some of this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but I feel there's three for everybody. There's three to be had. Maybe, I don't feel like you've got to push it, but maybe it's an idea to think about. What could I start? What could I have a fresh idea or approach on? Okay, how could I alter my thinking? There's definitely balance around family members, and I do see expansion and ideas or thoughts about travel, although that's something that most people aren't really considering at the moment. I do feel something is going to start opening up. Maybe there's something paid back to you, or you have some I'm getting better cash flow, so it's an opportunity to make a plan, or maybe there's some refund coming back. It's definitely a change of attitude on an emotional level, and I think that you're going to see exactly who is pulling your strings, and you're going to understand your own inner demons a lot better this week. This is about taking control in the right way this week and being prepared to close a door on that side of you that feels like the victim. It's time to shut that down. It's time to take control and realise that you can become your own victim if you allow it. And this is time to take action where you can, and not dwell on things that have no reason, you've got no reason to dwell on, that are just building and building and building. Step out of the mud now, because you now are on the other side. You know, there's a bank to grab hold on to, and you can get out of this muddy ravine. There's more playfulness around spiritual aspects as well. You might find if you've got a lot of spiritual activity around you, some of you may pick up on it really easily. I feel like the spirits are being playful this week. They're showing us things in fun ways. They're showing us how to have more fun. Now, I've also got phone calls, communication coming, which could bring you more detail and also add to the flow. That's going to be to do with signs as well, helping you start getting the right ingredients, creating the better recipe of things. But leadership in yourself is important, and knowing that you can take the lead if necessary. Even if you're always the one that stands at the back, this week you can see your own sense of leadership. You can pick up, you can connect with that. Let go of any anger around relationships. I feel that there's going to be a few wake-up calls there of people realising how angry they've been. It's almost like waking up from a dream this week. You know, all the anger from the Mars situation and frustration. Suddenly it's like, oh my God, that's moved on. I didn't realise how angry I was getting. What a waste of time. And I do see more balance being had and more strength around relationships in general. Somebody could be feeling sad around you. Like I said, you could be picking up on their energy, but remain positive. If everything in your life is as it should be, or as good as it can be, and there's nothing actually happening that it could affect you on a serious level, you know, and actually you're quite, you know, flowing in many ways, and it's only really your mindset that is pulling you down, then work on that side of things. And you know, keep moving forwards, keep taking those steps forwards, because every day the energy is going to get faster and faster, and things will start happening. So you can start putting those things out there now, branding things. You know, if you've got a new brand, if you've been working on it over the last 6 or 7 months, this is the time to start getting things out there, okay, over the next week. I don't know why I'm getting the 15th particularly, but I think it's because it's the day after the new moon, so we're still in the new moon energy, and that's always a wonderful, wonderful time to get new ideas out there. I'm seeing new contacts being made this week, you know, better communication, and just wanting to lift things in your life, lift the value in your life. So go for it, trust it. So if you'd like a private reading, get on down to the website and do check out all the sun signs for this week. And I wish you lots and lots of love and blessings. And thank you again for all your support. And I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.